What's something about dating that completely changes once you hit your 30s? Before 30, you can trade on future potential. It's enough to seem like someone who will one day be successful and stable. After 30, people expect evidence. Your chances of finding a partner without children drops dramatically. It's not fun anymore. Americans of Reddit, how are you celebrating your nation's anniversary of its independence from the tyranny of the emotions and whims of a single ruler? Working. Camping in one of our gorgeous national parks, while we still can. To be honest, the celebration feels flat this year. Hard to be positive while it's getting destroyed. The Senate just passed the big beautiful bill today. What's your reaction to this? Ain't the cuts over years, so when he gets deposed the next Democratic president will get blamed by these ignoramus supporters. It's a good day to not be poor. It's a bad day to be young enough to deal with the long-term consequences. I can't wait for this to not benefit me in any way at all. This country failed an open book test. What disappoints you the most in the adult world? How intentionally people try to deceive and hurt other people for the smallest reasons. Super sad to see. How damn stupid people are. The lie of work hard and move up the ladder. It's about who you know, not how hard you work. AKA give the minimum and that's it and do what is needed and nothing more. What's a per person life hack you still use even if you're no longer broke? Use plastic grocery bags for my bathroom and office trash cans. Still saving glass jars to use as containers. They work just fine. When I couldn't afford meat, I used tinned brown lentils as a mincemeat substitute in pasta sauce, lasagna sauce. What's on your not-to-do list? Cave diving. Sex with animals. Same here, never again. Never again. Have kids, do meth. Support the fascists through apathy and inaction. What's your best, funniest does a bear shit in the woods phrase? Does Kermit's fingers smell like bacon? Does a fat man love cake? Does Stevie Wonder piss on his shoes? Does a frog bump his ass when he hops? What screams this couple isn't going to last long? Both of them think they can fix the other, and not in compatible ways. When we need to talk, it's about us and it's important is met with can we talk about this next week? Overly showy about their love on social media. Going into the relationship with feelings for someone else. Doomed from the start. What will a post-Trump America look like with all these sweeping actions and this bill? People will forget Republicans voted for this, Democrats will try to fix it, people will blame Democrats for the results of the vote and elect Republicans again. It's the same thing every decade. *edit. If we get another election. They did say they fixed it, so there's that. Trump threatens to force Musk back to South Africa over tax bill criticism. What are your thoughts? On one hand, I want Musk to be ruined. On the other hand, political retribution like that is morally wrong. But I thought Republicans were the party of free speech. It's a setup. More smoke and mirrors. How would you fix recruiting? Job board to onboard in 30 days or less for each position. Nora posted 3 days ago for months on and on LinkedIn. Number 6 rounds of interviews. No one-way video interviews or trial days of free work to assess the fit. First contact within 7 days. And no more accurate bullshit that filters out the wrong people and ignores soft skills. Which while skill is secretly super easy to learn. For me it was lockpicking. Was always impressed by it. And then I learned it and realized how really insecure most padlocks are. Learn a few card tricks, basic sleight of hand can be done in an afternoon. Building Excel workbooks. You can learn pretty impressive and useful workbook skills in an afternoon of YouTube videos. I'm always surprised how many people just use Excel to make lists or tables but don't actually utilize basic features to do anything with those lists or tables. People who have worked for the ultra-wealthy, what are some of their deepest, darkest secrets? There's a few, but having a nude painting of yourself in the foyer of guest house was one. I couldn't believe it. LOL. A surprising number of them are hoarders, like mansion-level filth hidden behind marble gates. Rich doesn't mean clean. Nepotism out the ass, rooting all sorts of favors, money laundering, and bribes through various 501c3 South and family foundations and making sure they are photographed at their charitable events so everyone sees their philanthropy. If you were President of the United States for just 24 hours and no one could stop you, what's the most unhinged executive order you'd pass? Pants must be set on fire when politicians lie. I would be the president and the fire setter, please and thank you. I would deal with the god-forsaken overly bright, poorly aimed headlights on cars finally. Bills must be single issue only. There is no reason that a bill to raise minimum wage also needs to include anything other than raising minimum wage. What are some features most people don't realize their phones have? I've always hated typing out my email address or phone number, but now I use text replacements like that, and my email just pops up. All I have to do is tap it. I've only met one Android user, myself not included, who knows what Quick Share is. Yet every iOS user knows what AirDrop is. Quick Share is just the Android equivalent of AirDrop. What unsolved mystery has a mundane explanation that gets ignored because it's not exciting enough? Archimedes' death ray. Mythbusters gave it at least 2 episodes, which was fun, but the Our Fake History podcast has the most solid take. The first mention of this alleged device appears long after everyone who witnessed the Battle of Syracuse was dead. If memory serves, over 100 years after the battle, and the idea that it was a sun-focusing device comes even later. There is no credible indication that such a device was used at the battle. The real shame is that there is credible evidence that Archimedes deployed an amazing device at the Battle of Syracuse. Sailors who survived the battle described a giant claw that lifted boats up by one and dropped them to shatter and sink. The claw of Archimedes appears to have been a real thing, possibly some sort of weaponized cargo crane with a grapple. What's the most NSFW dare you've ever actually done during Truth or Dare? Dared to run outside naked in the snow. I slipped, fell forward dick first into a snowbank. Got dared to strip down to my birthday suit and sing I'm a Little Teapot. Guess where my spout was? Your nose. Some of y'all are compulsive liars because there's no way this many Redditors have friends. Happily married people of Reddit, what is one unorthodox piece of advice that keeps the relationship going? Couples counseling isn't only for relationships that have issues. Don't be strangers to love. Never quit trying to prove you love your so more than they love you. Make it a game. Give 100% to the relationship, expect 80% in return. If both do this, there is a 40% overlap of in-return expectations. What screams I am insecure, but most people don't notice? They can't have an honest conversation when they mess up. When someone feels the need to constantly remind you and others around them that, I'm a good person. That just tells me you're insecure, that some of your dark skeletons might reveal themselves and that you're more than likely hiding shit. Egotism disguised as extroversion. You can identify it by their desire to talk about themselves, but never ask nor listen to what others have to say. On the surface it can appear as confidence. What's a sign someone is secretly miserable? One sign is when someone's always cracking jokes or acting overly cheerful, but avoids talking about how they're actually feeling. They might also pull away from close friends or suddenly lose interest in things they used to love. It's like they're trying to keep up a happy front so no one notices they're struggling inside. When they stop doing a hobby or something that previously made them happy. What's a normal life milestone that feels more like a trap than an achievement? Being important at work. Kids, I think that it's such a strong expectation that many people do not take the time to actually reflect on whether they want to be parents or not. Though, it does seem to be more of a conversation now, and I'm happy about that. All of them. In this 21st century dystopia, it seems like people have turned all aspects of life into a scam to get your money. What are you 99.9% sure won't be your cause of death? Drowning in money. The First World War. The 0.1% chance is if I stepped on an WW1 landmine in the middle of the Belgium countryside or something. Being killed in a North Korean prison camp. Night's still young. I think it's spelled Jang.